Everyone knows that to sell online, you need to track everything to be competitive. But very often, people don't track their QR code scans. Here's how to do that.
The first step, if you haven't already, is to install QR Code Generator Hub for Shopify. A link is in the description below. It's the #1 QR code app in the Shopify App Store. We're inside the QR Code Generator Hub, inside a demo store. Obviously, we don't want to show real customer data and real store data on YouTube here. At the top of the screen here, you're going to see a quick overview of your statistics. It'll show how many scans you've had today, the last 2 weeks, total scans. These are from all your QR codes, as well as, and this is probably the most interesting one, how many orders you've had from your QR code. We can go ahead and click View All to see more detailed statistics and data, and we get a view here, and we can filter just as you would in Google Analytics or any other analytics suite by different viewpoints to pull up charts here. We can get breakout of geographic location, types of phones and browsers being used. We can get details here of the orders that came from QR code. Now, this is a particularly interesting feature because it has use cases beyond tracking and improving your marketing activity. For example, a number of merchants use this to pay out commissions. So, for example, they'll give different retailers or different locations or different salespeople different QR codes for the same product. And when someone places that places an order with that QR code, they can then see that that order came from that sales channel and calculate the commission off of that. And so this creates a really nice report here. You can go ahead and download this report. And includes gross sales and totals and all this information that you can then use to calculate commission or whatever else you want to do with it. Finally, you can download and see all scans you've had across all QR codes. So that's a brief overview of the statistics inside the QR Code Generator Hub app. But there's ways to integrate the QR codes with Google Analytics as well as with Shopify. And let me show you how to do that. So we're going to go to Create New, and we're going to create a new QR code, and we'll just create a product page QR code here. And we'll go ahead and search for a product. We sell some stools. There we go. And if you scroll down, you'll notice that we have checked here, Enable UTM Attribution Tracking. Now, this is a pro level feature, but pro is just really a few dollars per month. But what this does is super powerful. First of all, this will add UTM tracking. That will mean that the data will appear in Google Analytics. And just like in Google Analytics, where you can see, for example, campaigns, and you can see sources of your users and visitors, QR codes are now going to show up in there. And indeed, the QR codes you create here are going to show up as different campaigns. So that's super helpful if you're a big user of Google Analytics. The other thing that it does is integrate attribution tracking of QR code scans with Shopify. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do and look at statistics inside Shopify. If we go to the left here in our Shopify admin and we go into marketing and then campaigns, we can see recent marketing activities, and it's going to include here QR code scans and their conversion rate, click-through rate, and all of these kinds of things. If we go into analytics and you use the different reports here, like attribution, sessions attribute to marketing, and many of the other reports here, those QR code scans are going to be attributed to the QR code, to the campaign, and you're going to be able to see all of that source data in these reports. Now, these reports are a pretty complex subject, and we're not going to go into the details of it in this video, but if you use reports, you know what I'm talking about. Finally, in your orders themselves, you can see if that person came from a QR code. So let's look at this order that I've previously opened up here. And if we scroll down on the order and go to View Conversion Details, what we can see here is that this person first came to the store via a direct method, but then they came back and they converted after they scanned a QR code from QR Code Generator Hub. And in fact, we can go into detail here and see details of exactly which QR code they scanned, what the source of that QR code, when it was, so on and so forth. So if you're trying to deep dive into, where did this order come from? Where did this customer come from? you have that data on the per order level right inside Shopify. So as you can see with QR Code Generator Hub, we'll go back to the app here, right on the left here, QR Code Generator Hub, you have extensive view into QR codes, how they're getting scanned, how they're getting used, who's using them, and how those QR codes are leading to conversions. Now, if you're not getting great conversions, there's a lot more you can do with QR codes that you probably don't know about. And we've got a whole list of videos, card here, where you can check that out to improve those conversion rates with your QR codes.